Alright, Ebusuya Mamuna Makwaba, Eba Ghana Politics Avenue. Ahana open all the trending political stories in Ghana on Sat Bitumi Akan. Nebusuya Yansema di Bremu Yabone Bede, the Edikai, and Che Bia Anna Yemame Vice President, Her Excellency, Professor Nana Jane Upoku Ajimai, Ede Aprobo Eco Ministries. Now, and net and ordin Aprobo Eco Ministry of Defense and Justice, Minister of Justice, yes, Minister of Justice, Attorney General, and a dano, and then ordinary protocol. Now, ordinary protocol, and now Attorney General, Yura Dominic Akutingi Ahini, Kasam, or the two mammy and say, a man for the break, said, or no Attorney General, plea bagging, a cap plea bagging, say be a decoy do a boo, be any panajim to and from my name, and Famin could not send Dibia, Mammy Treska, Nasa, Mammy, we now the jam, and I'm in family hundi. Ana odi tuya mami anim se amanfo ka se sa na oye ne ho se obi a ebo ne kwadu no omu hye kuntura se negotiate nipa ne we na ka che mami se ente sa na uhwe cases bi ti se obi a agoku nipa na ka se obi a agoku nipa yenye plea bargain na sa de no ka sa entwa yi yenhwe case bi ti se former NSS boss OCSB entry en na be de akiri Gifty Oware case ka se yenye plea bargain na enye ye because katahye ni dream na so we plea bargain kura na dey na o ka kire amanfo omo positions wa banwe mu na so otumu ze o ka kire omo so ometima bokro no ometima ye katahye ni dream na ekina bi no omo ko na ko do na omo plea bargain to ni de onye sa ono ka se yenza hwe situation bi se Wontumi wa bra Wontumi atwa ntoro akogi sika twitwi die so ode be ye adwuma no amfa anye na sa case bi se o ka se yenye plea bargain okasa woni o man na ndi ni yi na se nipa no ka che nipa se o wadi boni mum na emum tuawe na yemfa oboni nchew oso ye nsa enye yi to no de wakase odom begina asemtibia na atentene ni aye adwuma de obeye odi ensem yi tudwa wa bra ye vice president ye maame excellency professor Nana Jane Upoku Adjumai edina probe ekopie Ministry of Justice asoye wa bra no mo twetwe nkomo no ena Dominic Ayini oye Attorney General and Minister of Justice edi sanse mo tuda umienko tie ewura Dominic Ayini ye ba de do bia de mama Ghana politics aba nyenko tie Malaysia
deals being cut by his office in relation to the Operation Recover or Lose. Here's exactly what the Minister for Justice and Attorney General, Dr. Dominic Ayini, has been saying about his outfit cutting deals.
Matters for and against the Republic, that have been brought in court. Then also, we are vested with the authority to institute prosecutions on behalf and in the name of the Republic. So in terms of our civil mandate, that is the aspect relating to matters that are pending in court against the government or where we are instituting cases against other persons on behalf of the government, we do all manner of things. The Civil Division provides advice to all MDAs in the country, ministries, departments, and agencies, including local government service agencies and the presidency. We also undertake arbitrations on behalf of the government. Currently, we have 10 international arbitrations that are pending. Mostly, I think all of them are against the government. And we inherited about 9 of them when we came into office. One was just filed last year against the government of Ghana by a company known as Blue Gold. And that is the only arbitration that has come. But the antecedents or actions that triggered arbitration occurred before we assumed office. So we're not, we take responsibility technically, but we were not the ones who took the actions that triggered the arbitration. But we are handling it, as if we did, because we have a responsibility to the state as our only client to defend the interests of the state as much as possible. There are also a lot of land matters, especially land compensation. And Your Excellency, those are becoming a big headache for me as the Minister of Justice. In fact, there is, for want of a better word, a tsunami of land compensation cases that are hitting the courts against the Republic, and the figures are mind-blowing. Some as much as 500 million Ghana cedis, claims being made in respect of compensation. The claimants mostly will go and duster, documents from the archives and claim that the colonial government did not pay compensation for land, and then they will take the government to court. And for some reason, they keep winning all the way, to the Supreme Court. So it is something that is very worrying, because the last time we sat down and did a calculation, on the back of the envelope, we are looking at billions of Ghana cedis in land compensation claims. So it is something that we want to bring to the attention of government. I have directed the Solicitor General to put together a brief for the President on the land compensation tsunami that we are facing. We also are the ones who draft all the laws for the government. No law is passed in this country unless it comes to the Legislative Drafting Division of the Attorney General's Department. And Your Excellency, there's one thing that I want to underscore. This is a critical division of the department. But I'm afraid they are becoming extinct, more or less. Legislative drafting is a very arcane, very tedious endeavor. It's a, skill. So if you take people like VRAC Crab, he was the luminary in that area, and he trained a lot of people. But today, the acting director, Salah Iliasu, and her team are, they are a very small group. So I'm looking for the opportunity to train more of them, because they are always, she told me the other day, I want to quote her, that we are overworked and underpaid. And I do understand, because there are just a few people who have to draft all the laws that you see being discussed in Parliament, all the bills, all the legislative instruments have to come to them. And they work, they are always the last people to leave this department with me in the evening. So it is something that we need to bring to the attention of Cabinet for something to be done in terms of funding the training of legislative drafters. We have one that is currently doing the LLM in the University of London. And we are hoping that he will return and that no one will poach him from us. So basically, in the civil division, these are the things that we do for the government of the Republic of Ghana. Now, the prosecutorial mandate is also a very important mandate, because it's a mandate that allows us to hold people accountable for crimes that they commit. And we undertake all manner of prosecutions. What you see in the media are the prosecutions that have a political element. But we undertake prosecutions in respect of murder, manslaughter, armed robbery, rape, defilement. And if the DPP were to give you the data on some of these, especially matters relating to murder, you would be amazed. So we do all of this, quietly on behalf of the Republic, but it is usually the political ones that get, notice in the media. And in respect of all of this, Your Excellency, I just noticed from a report made by the DPP that we are doing plea bargains, plea deals, in respect of some of the offenses where people plead. So for instance, yesterday, I read the DPP's memo where someone who committed murder wanted to plead guilty to manslaughter and get a reduced sentence so that we don't have to go through the full trial. So we are examining that to be able to say whether in the circumstances we will accept the plea deal so that they don't waste the time of the court and waste the time of the prosecution. But Your Excellency, I'm saying this because when it comes to oral, and that is the next thing that I want to talk about, when it comes to oral, there are issues being raised about the fact that, or accusations being raised about the fact that we are cutting deals in the oral cases. Your Excellency, oral is going very, very well. The prosecutions which are being led by my deputy and the Director of Public Prosecutions are going very, very well. However, I want to put it on record, and the National Intelligence Bureau will bear me out. No docket has come here that has been compromised in any way. No deal, no plea arrangement has been entered into with anybody who has committed an offense that comes within the ambit of the oral briefs that we have received from the NIB and are prosecuting. We have 16 dockets under review, and then we will be putting those ones through the process of critical scrutiny, so that when we notice that there are loopholes in the investigations, we'll tell the investigative authorities to bring us more evidence, as we are doing now with the National Service prosecution. So I want to assure the Ghanaian public, using this platform, that we have not entered into any plea negotiations with anybody that committed an offense that comes within the remit of oral. That is very, very important. And to assure the Ghanaian people that people are being held accountable, and they will be held accountable as far as the oral program is concerned. Your Excellency, before I take my seat, I just wanted to highlight a number of challenges that we have.
And that's the Attorney General.
Drop from 5.4% to 3.8% has sparked conversations among Ghanaian consumers about what the decline truly means for the prices of goods and services. Nura Mohammed has been engaging shoppers and traders at the Makola market and brings us this report.
Rates recorded in nearly 27 years. While some economists are criticizing this sharp decline, some people have expressed excitement and are applauding the government for this milestone. Well, some citizens are still expressing concern and are saying that they have not yet seen a direct translation of this inflation drop in the costs of goods and services that they patronize, and it's yet to trickle down into their pockets. So we're here to engage some consumers and traders to decipher and figure out exactly why that is.
I think I haven't felt it yet, because I think I came with the budget, with the prices, expecting things to drop, but it's either higher or the same price I estimated. It's not lower for me to enjoy the benefits of the inflation. The tomatoes, the onions, the pepper, but it still seems like the prices are the same. Compared to December, I was expecting, oh, we are done with Christmas, things should settle down, but things are still not settling down. I don't know if there are committees set up to manage prices of system, to go around to see if sellers are doing that, because we feel it should be going down, but sellers are not treating the consumables the way we want it to be treated.
You see, now the system is hard, and majority of people are not, they are in the market, but they don't have money. Now the Pampers is 75 cedi, if you reduce it. At first it was 80 cedis, but now it's 75. The store people, they don't reduce it. If you go to Okanshi, they don't reduce it. They've increased the price. Today when you go, it's come down. Tomorrow when you go, it's go up. Every day they've increased the thing. They said they've reduced it. Only rice and oil that they've reduced. All the things they have not reduced it.
They say nyamanu ebimu wo a ewo fom ebimu so wo a still omunti so ti say tomatoes say ewo fom obia bisa otumi tobi ebedu time bi so ebetumi akọ 50 million 60 million 70 million enu de na ya shaking kakra nti say na krom eye nyamanu say na ya titi so dollar ni su aba from eye.
So far, I still haven't seen any reduction in the market, because the things that I used to buy are the same prices I'm buying now. And if I ask the sellers, they tell me they purchase their goods then, so they can't reduce the items. So they finish clearing or finish selling before they can also, as the new goods come in, before they can also reduce.
But actually, we are not feeling it, okay? Things still remains where they are. Just recently, I think I was told things have been reduced, fuel prices and everything has been reduced. We beg them, We want to fill the money in our pockets, and not that we'll just be hearing yes, yes.
Some experts say a reduction in the inflation rate does not necessarily mean a reduction in the general cost of goods and services. Well, the average Ghanaian consumer can only hope for stability in our economy, as well as the cost of the items they purchase with this new inflation rate as compared to the previous years. I am Noura Mohammed reporting for TV3 News. Makola, Accra.
From Makola, we're here in the studios on the John Hammond Street. Right now, we're taking you across the regions. Sought for the project, what can you report?
Mauna, so somewhere last week, the Ministry for Western Housing, during their ministerial briefing, indicated that 25% of work has been done on the phase 2 of the Blockusi defense project since sod was cut. You recall that on the 19th of July last year, the president did the sod cutting, and a few weeks after, work actually began on it. This week, as part of the Voter Caucus MP's tour of the Volta region, they visited almost every ongoing government project, including the project site for the Sea Defense project. We observed the steady progress in work. More than 6 groins have been built already. Several borders have been mounted along the stretch. Most importantly, somewhere last year, I reported on how the sea was almost destroying the Amutinu Basic School. Right after that report, the contractors indicated to us that they take steps to protect the school and the other very vital institutions along the stretch. That has also been done. The indication is that the work will be completed within the schedule that has been set for this project, including several other facilities that are supposed to be built. So I can say that a lot of work has been done already. The 25% the ministry mentioned, I perfectly agree with them, and we hope that with time they'll be able to finish this. The MPs who visited the place also expressed satisfaction on the progress of work. Let's have a listen to the Honourable Member for Ketusav, Abla Jifa, and also the MP for West, Emmanuel Kusibeja, who doubles as the chairman for the Voter Caucus MPs, who commented on this very progress of work at the Sea Defense site.
Right.
It would be presumptuous of me to just use my layman's eye to say it is 10% or 25% and then start arguing with what the minister has said. All I can say is that I'm so happy to see them on site. I have seen the work that they have done. Saving the school has been the problem, but I'm glad that they've put boulders around it. So that what is left of the school is there. My expectation is that the work is done speedily, so that we see what can be done with the community.
Technically, they've done a lot. If you look at the drawings that have been done so far and the protection, you could see that the sea will not go to the other side. I am really, you realize I wasn't talking because 5 years ago when we came, there were houses here, but now you don't even find anything. I remember some time ago we came in a classroom there. People were living in that classroom because their houses were washed away. Today, you see that we are reclaiming the land. And so I'm grateful to His Excellency the President. My sister, who has been crying all the time, the question she asked in Parliament has been her sea defense. Life will return to this place. Initially, we were thinking of alternative livelihood. And the alternative livelihood is that when they return, they'll have a fish market, they'll have a landing beach, they'll have a place where they can trade. There'll be a cold store here. And that's the promise of John Mahama, and he will surely deliver.
We need to have all the facilities that will go with the job going simultaneously. So being the MC and representing the president, the listening president, the faith that we have kept with the government is on. The faith that the people of Gaveji, Salakofba, and Amuchima have kept with the NDC government is on. So what we are saying is that I'm looking seriously for land. I'm got about
the Municipal Chief Executive there, ending that soundbite. Faisal, thank you very much for the update.
Now, Western Region Minister Joseph Nelson has directed all municipal and district chief executives and coordinating directors in the region to strictly enforce sanitation bylaws in their respective areas. Addressing assembly staff in the Nzema East municipality during a working visit, he emphasized that under his tenure, the region must not experience a recurrence of the tragic 2024 cholera outbreak, which resulted in loss of lives. Irama Smith has more.
following a cholera outbreak in December 2024 that claimed 16 lives and affected over 1,700 people in the Western region. The regional minister, Joseph Nelson, has called for a strict enforcement of sanitation bylaws across all municipal and district assemblies in the region. At a working visit to the Nzima East municipality, he stated his administration's priority to prevent another such outbreak in the region.
Let me caution that 2024 we had incidents of cholera under my watch. I don't want to hear it.
Ebusuafo da masese majebre na moti esidem diga kan aye Ghana Politics Avenue. Open all the trending political stories in Ghana. Eya na onsa ebeka no enani dedi kan ya oba ye channel sonkun so a ye be so obe subscribe to channel no subscribe button na ona do sa aboso o subscribe wie ya unwie na afi won adoma na e notification bell na on enzo be so do sa be hit notification bell no say be ya any other subsequent stories ye de ba be dam no onsa betumi akabi na ne uso atime hu de ekoso Ghana ya manyo semu se video yi kura ye da be dum mu se ejina bi ne nto aso ba ye de ba betua ye de ba be mamu se de da ne da nyina ye mamu no etu do sa bo notification bell no so a ye de video no betuma na onsa aka ne ntem na so hu de ekoso Ghana amanyo sem ave video e boma uchi is woni ji hu na upa ye be so be like it to video yi na kwa share ama afoforo so anya bi na ye nyina ya boaboa ye hu ama ye hu de ekoso Ghana amanyo sem afi so comment section won so yesrew epese hu wadwen kire efa video ya bo amwati hu ni nyina ye di anobaaba ye ewo ho se ebe ya ina own small way no ebetima aboa ama Ghana ya amanyo sem etumpon na edimu edamu nyina ma semaji bre na me de tie se dem diga ga na aye Ghana Politics Avenue open all the trending political stories at high na binyano yakra mu nyina mu bye bye.